Dying Light the Beast takes the series' parkour and survival mechanics to a whole new level. Former hero Kyle Crane returns, but this time he's faced with a completely different challenge. In a desolate area known as Castor Woods, he's retracing his steps in a world filled with mutated zombies and survivalist groups. When night falls, the area transforms into a nightmare, with creatures that become faster, more aggressive, and deadly. With new parkour mechanics, enhanced combat systems, and special abilities like Beast Mode, players must fight ruthlessly against both human and infected enemies. With challenging open-world missions, mysterious areas to explore, and dynamic weather conditions, the game delivers a thrilling survival experience. In the zombie apocalypse, speed, agility, and strategy are more important than ever. Toxic Commando from legendary director John Carpenter offers a chaotic survival experience that combines pure action and dark humor. When an experiment to exploit the Earth's core goes awry, an entity called the Sludge God is unleashed and turns the planet into a rotting hell. As the land is covered in poison, infected creatures spread terror around. Players join the Toxic Commando team to eliminate this threat and take up arms to fight against hordes of mutants. Explosive weapons, vehicle combat, and chaotic teamwork-based conflicts turn the game into a true action feast. Blending the energy of 80s horror and action movies with modern FPS dynamics, the game offers a fight that never slows down. Set in Walton City, Texas in 1980, Into the Dead: Our Darkest Days tells the story of a group of people struggling to survive in the midst of a zombie apocalypse. The city is thrown into chaos by a sudden zombie outbreak, and the survivors embark on a dangerous journey to reach a safe zone. As the leader of this group, players must build shelters, gather resources, and develop strategies to survive in the zombie-infested streets. The side-scrolling gameplay combines with classic survival elements to create a unique experience. Careful planning and managing the physical and psychological needs of group members are vital at every step. Moving quietly and carefully while gathering resources is critical to not attracting zombie hordes. In addition, interactions with other survivors you encounter involve important decisions that can affect the course of the game. If you are looking for a tense and strategic zombie survival experience, this game is for you. Surviving the zombie apocalypse has never been more challenging. State of Decay 3 is the most ambitious game in the series, taking the open-world survival experience to a whole new level. Advanced artificial intelligence, a dynamic ecosystem, and infected animals introduced to the game for the first time make the world even more dangerous. While camp management and resource gathering mechanics are improved, relationships with survivors become much more important. The mood, abilities, and physical conditions of group members directly affect the fate of the colony. A world that harbors a different threat around every corner makes exploration both rewarding and deadly. Offering a visually darker and more striking atmosphere, this game brings a fresh breath to the zombie genre for those who love tactical gameplay. Surviving in the midst of a zombie apocalypse is no longer just about fighting, it's also about acting smart. NAKWON Last Paradise challenges players to survive silently on the dangerous streets of Seoul with its mechanics. After the collapse of the world, you need to collect resources and complete tasks in the city to be accepted into safe zones. However, not only zombies, but also other survivors can be your biggest enemy here. Opening fire is a big risk because zombies are sensitive to sound and the slightest mistake can be fatal. The citizenship system adds depth to the gameplay, while low-level survivors have to struggle in more difficult conditions. In this world where weapons are scarce, silence and strategic thinking are your greatest advantages. Combining darkness, tension, and survival instincts, this game is a candidate to be one of the most original zombie survival games. Killing Floor 3 combines the chaotic action of the series with brand new mechanics, taking survival horror to the next level. Set in 2091, the game follows the resistance against the Holstin Corporation's bioengineered mutant armies. Players take up arms as a special team member called Nightfall and wage war on hordes of Zeds. Improved AI, more tactical enemy attacks, and modifiable weapons make combat more dynamic than ever. The dark atmosphere, detailed environmental design, and relentless enemy waves never let up. The series' signature fast and bloody battles combine with next-gen graphics to deliver a truly visual feast. For those looking for an action-packed survival experience, this game is too exciting to miss. Pushing the boundaries of fear, Ill takes the survival horror genre to a whole new level with its grotesque design and striking realism. Developed by Team Clout, the game takes place in a gloomy world surrounded by an unknown threat. Its brutal atmosphere, detailed dismemberment mechanics, and enemy designs full of disturbing mutations turn every encounter into a tense struggle. While everything around you poses a threat, you need to carefully plan every move to survive with limited resources. Physics-based gameplay and dynamic AI make every conflict an unpredictable experience. Although inspired by classic survival horror games, Ill offers a universe where fear is felt more raw and merciless than ever. It is a candidate to be one of the most disturbing zombie-themed games. Blight Survival, set in the dark atmosphere of the Middle Ages, offers a survival experience filled with both zombies and human threats. In the shadow of the war between two kingdoms, a deadly plague called Blight spreads and turns corpses on the battlefields into horrific creatures. Players embark on a deadly mission to find and destroy the source of the disease. The dynamic combat system offers tactical battles using heavy armor, swords, and ranged weapons. While exploration, stealth, and survival elements are intertwined, a new threat awaits around every corner. It can be played alone, or with co-op support for up to 4 players, it offers a structure where teamwork is important. This survival adventure set in a dark, bloody, and merciless world is one of its most notable productions. Blending psychological horror and survival elements, Holstin offers a modern experience inspired by classic horror games from the 90s. The game takes place in a remote town in Poland in 1992. The town has fallen under the influence of an unknown darkness, and everyone trapped inside has begun to change over time. The main character, who is looking for his lost friend, must uncover the secrets of this increasingly decaying and corrupt town. Limited resources, puzzles to solve, and a disturbing atmosphere make every moment full of tension. It offers a nostalgic and modern horror experience with the combination of dynamic lighting and pixel art. Players must balance both mental health and physical survival while solving the mysteries of the town. Holstin is a great option for those who want to feel the tension and fear to their core. For those who miss the atmosphere of classic survival horror games, Echoes of the Living revives the horror experience of the 90s with modern graphics. It draws inspiration from cult games such as Resident Evil and Silent Hill with its fixed camera angles, limited resource management, and creepy atmosphere. Trapped in the middle of an unknown disaster spreading to the town, the characters have to put together clues to both fight zombies and survive. Dark location designs that increase the dose of fear, bloody details, and puzzles to be solved make each step even more tension-filled. While the gameplay blends the mechanics of old-school horror games with modern touches, the movements and attacks of the enemies change dynamically. Echoes of the Living is a candidate to be one of the most remarkable survival horror games.